Hi there. I'm going to show you in this video three simple steps, very simple steps to close on the land deal. And that would be the first part. Why? Because there are actually two ways, as far as I know, of how to close on a land deal. And the first way is closing with a title company, which most people do, but there's also another way to close, which not everybody is aware of. And if some people are aware of, they prefer not to do it. Now I'm going to talk about the two ways, but this video is specifically focused on closing with a title company. There's also a way to close and doing it yourself, and it's all legal. You don't have to worry about any issue here, which I'm going to show in my next video. But please do not forget to subscribe on my channel. Hit that red button at the bottom of the video, and let's jump right into it. So I was showing you, I was telling you how to close with a title company. Assuming that you have a piece of land that you found, and or you have a seller who wants to sell his or her piece of property. That seller is pretty much a lead for you, right? So you have a lead. You did your due diligence, and you found out that hey, you really like this property and you want to buy it. Whether you want to buy it or sell it, it's still the same process. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. You want to buy it. Let's just stay on one side. You want to buy that land, and you talk to the seller, and you feel like it's a great deal. Okay, now the legal way of obtaining, of you acquiring or obtaining this property or having legal ownership of this property is through closing. And when you close, there are some legality involved, and you need to deal with a professional. So you asking yourself, what am I going to do? I never did that before. I just don't know what my steps are. And here are the three steps. First, you need to agree with the seller on the price. And this is very important, because if there's no price you guys agreed upon, there is no deal, right? You want to get a price that is very fair to you, and you want to give a price to the seller or the buyer that is very fair to him or to her. So agree on the price. Once you agree on the price, then everything else gets even simpler. What you need to do is contact the title company where the property, by preference, where the property is located. Okay, it could be, it has to be in the same county. Okay, it has to be in the same county. But if you buy a piece of property in Florida, maybe in Lee County, right? You want to make sure that you close in Lee County as well. There are many title companies that you can check out there. If you do a Google search, for example, say for instance, I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay, so title companies uh, in let's say, oh, let's go back to Lee County. Okay, Lee County, Florida. You will see tons of title company. So you have already three title companies that you can work with here, and it really depends on the county. Okay, so I'm saying this because it's really simple. You just start googling, you will see a lot of title companies that are really willing to work with you. Okay, once you contact the title company, these steps, the third step is to send to the title company you talk to a purchase agreement, which is signed both by the buyer and the seller. Now, if you the buyer, whether you the buyer or the seller, you send the person a purchase agreement. Okay, because you're the one who will be doing the closing, and you guys can even agree how much you are going to share on the closing cost, and that's also important to let the title company know, right? And in the purchase agreement, you will already have everything written down, how much you're gonna put on the closing cost, how much the buyer or the seller is going to put on the closing costs. Whether it's going to be 50-50 or 75-25, whatever that is, okay? You're going to specify all this in the purchase agreement. Now, if you want a copy of the purchase agreement that I always used, which is a legal paper, subscribe first to my channel and shoot me an email so I can recognize you and give you that for free. And this is one of the benefits that you can have by watching my videos and by subscribing to my channel, right? So you will get the purchase agreement for free, and if you have any follow-up question, I should be able to answer quickly. All right, so you agree with the buyer and seller, you find the title company through Google search, and then you prepare the purchase agreement with everything that you agreed verbally with the buyer or the seller. Now, once you agree with the buyer and the seller and you have everything signed, there may be some occasions where your buyer may not be available, right, in person to sign your paper. So what would you do at this stage? All you have to do is there's an online signing document which is called DocuSign. So if you Google DocuSign, right, DocuSign is a pretty fast, and I actually love this service. It's a pretty fast service where you send electronically you will send electronically the purchase agreement to the buyer or the seller, and they will be able to sign this paper electronically, and this will be taken as a legal paper. So DocuSign is a good tool that you can use to have the document signed with the buyer or the seller by distance. Okay, if you have already the buyer or the seller close to you, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so DocuSign. Now, these were the 3 steps. The first one, agree with the buyer or the seller with the price. Second one, find the title company. Okay, and third, give the title company the purchase agreement. Okay, this is very important. Now, you may ask me, okay, once I give the paper to the title company, what do I do? What else do I do? Hey, you don't need to do anything else. Okay, the title company does everything for you because they are the experts. Okay, you just have to pay the fee. The title companies that I've been using to close on the piece of land range from $300 to $500. It really depends, and it really depends on how you negotiate. You need to be able to negotiate well. But the unfortunate part about using it, let me first talk about the advantage of using a title company. Everything will be done well and legally without any mistake. Okay, that's the beauty of the title company, and you will also have what's called the title insurance. This is a kind of certificate that you really own the property, and that there's no problem with your ownership at any point. Okay, so the title company will have done their research on the chain of ownership from the previous owners until your next owner, your next buyer, or your next seller. I would say your next seller. They will have done all the research and let you know if there's any back taxes or any problem with the property. Okay, so once they have everything in hands, you give them the money they need. Actually, you don't need to give them up front, but once the closing is done, they're gonna deduct everything, right? They're gonna take care of all the paperwork. All you have to do is just chill out and relax. Okay, so these are the 3 steps that I was showing you in this video on how to simply close with a title company. In my next video, you will be able to see, I will be discussing how to close yourself. And this shouldn't cost you more than $100. Okay, maximum $125, but not more than $100. The fortunate part about self-closing is that you don't need to spend that much money, and if you use to closing all the time, then it's gonna be a piece of cake. Okay, but you're doing it yourself. You want to make sure that you do it yourself. Another piece of information that you need to know is that after every closing, the title company is responsible to send all the document for recording at the Lee County, because once you close with the title company, the county does not know whether or not you own the property, right? So you need to record your name or the name of your company uh, in the books of the county, so they know that you are now the owner, and your name will now appear in the search whenever there's a property search in the website of the county. Your name will appear on the property. I hope all this makes sense, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. I also wanted to show you um, the blog, all my blogs on realestatedeepdive.com/blog, realestatedeepdive.com/blog. You will be able to see tons and tons of articles that I wrote related to land wholesaling or land selling, um, a piece of land. And I hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.